Um, Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It helps more fans find content like this. Ever wondered what makes Satoru Gojo the most talked about sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen? Uh, his effortless power and charisma redefine what it means to dominate both battlefields and classrooms. And Dojo isn't just strong, he rewrites the rules. His mastery of cursed energy turns fights into spectacles, blending precision with raw force. Every move is a lesson in modern sorcery, executed with flair. Only he can deliver. Teaching at Tokyo Jujutsu High, he shapes future sorcerers by pushing limits, and his students learn confidence alongside control, proving strength means nothing without understanding. His influence shifts the balance of power in unseen ways. The six eyes grant him near perfect perception of cursed energy. This rare ability slashes the cost of his techniques, letting him analyze threats in real time. It's the secret behind his flawless reactions and endless stamina. The limitless bend space itself inherited from the Gojo plan. By manipulating atomic distances, he controls the battlefield dumb. Whether pulling enemies closer or blasting them away, his precision leaves no room for error. Infinity acts as his shield, slowing attacks to a halt before they touch him. And far from passive, he adjusts its range mid-fight, letting allies through while blocking foes. And the six eyes feed him the data to make split-second decisions. Blue and red showcase Limitless's duality. One pulls, the other repels. It times Forley play in flavor, but it's also a massive record. Watching Dojo alternate between them is like seeing a maestro conduct chaos. Hollow Purple merges blue and red into annihilation. This technique doesn't just damage, it erases. Only Gojo's mastery of energy ratios makes this devastating move possible. His domain expansion, Unlimited Void, floods minds with infinite information. Targets freeze, overwhelmed by sensory overload, and yet Dojo fine-tunes its intensity, proving even ultimate techniques bow to his control. The reverse curse technique heals him mid-battle, converting negative energy into regeneration. This rare skill lets him fight longer and harder, turning near fatal wounds into minor setbacks. His teaching goes beyond drills. He prepares students for real combat while challenging outdated traditions. Under him, young sorcerers grow faster and bolder. Gojo's brilliance shines in adaptability, and he dissects enemy techniques mid-fight, dismantling their strategies. Environmental control and spatial manipulation make every terrain his advantage. The clash with Toji Fushiguro forced Gojo to evolve, It sharpened his awareness, refining how he uses infinity and reverse curse technique in system. The lesson, even the strongest can grow stronger. Why does Gojo stand out? Maybe it's the way he makes the impossible look easy, or how he'd probably teach a class while defeating a curse. Either way, fans can't get enough Kaisen. Uh, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, everyone, we have it. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It helps more fans find content like this. Ever wondered what makes Satoru Gojo the most talked about sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen? And his effortless power and charisma redefine what it means to dominate both battlefields and classrooms. Dojo isn't just strong, he rewrites the rules. His mastery of cursed energy turns fights into spectacles, blending precision with raw force. Every move is a lesson in modern sorcery, executed with where only he can deliver. Teaching at Tokyo Jujutsu High, he shapes future sorcerers by pushing limits. Given the time decades that you feel confidence, and then if you make any letters of being protected, if you can get to say right now on political immigrants and setup, his influence shifts the balance of power in unseen ways. The Six Eyes grant him near perfect perception of cursed energy. This rare ability slashes the cost of his techniques, letting him analyze threats in real time. It's the secret behind his flawless reactions and endless stamina, because of what Limitless bends space itself, inherited from the Gojo plan. By manipulating atomic distances, he controls the battlefield, to quote. Whether pulling enemies closer or blasting them away, his precision leaves no room for error, actually. Infinity acts as his shield, slowing attacks to a halt before they catch him. Far from passive, he adjusts its range mid-fight, letting allies through, while blocking foes. The Six Eyes feed him the data to make split-second decisions. Blue and Red showcase Limitless's duality: one pulls, the other repels. Blue and Red rock, and timing these shifts keeps opponents off balance. Watching Gojo alternate between them is like seeing a maestro conduct chaos. And Hollow Purple merges Blue and Red into annihilation. This technique doesn't just damage, it erases. That it would be something of an economic of that mastery by the investors, and that in which Gojo's his domain expansion, unlimited void, floods minds with infinite information. Targets freeze, overwhelmed by sensory overload. Yet Dojo fine-tunes its intensity, proving even ultimate techniques bow to his control of. Reverse curse technique heals him mid-battle, converting negative energy into regeneration. This rare skill lets him fight longer and harder, turning near fatal wounds into minor setbacks. His teaching goes beyond drills. Um, he prepares students for real combat while challenging outdated traditions. Uh, um, but under him, uh, young sorcerers grow faster and bolder, and that's Dojo's brilliance shines in adaptability. He dissects enemy techniques mid-fight, dismantling their strategies. Uh, eh, Environmental control and spatial manipulation make every terrain his advantage. The clash with Toji Fushiguro forced Gojo to evolve. It sharpened his awareness, refining how he uses infinity and reverse curse technique. The lesson, even the strongest can grow stronger. Why does Gojo stand out? Uh, Maybe it's the way he makes the impossible look easy, or how he'd probably teach a class while defeating a curse. And it takes, either way, fans can't get enough. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.